No one expected Dakota Johnson's lighthearted interview to ignite a storm, but it did. She was promoting a project in New York when the host casually asked which actors she admired most. Dakota laughed, tucked her hair behind her ear, and said with a bright, unguarded smile, "I absolutely love Sam Heughan." The audience cheered, the host grinned, but the internet froze for a full second before exploding. Within minutes, the clip was everywhere. Fans dissected her tone, her smile, the sparkle in her eyes as she said Sam's name. Headlines multiplied with shocking speed. Dakota confesses love for Sam? Jamie Dornan reacts to Dakota's bold admission. Entire fandoms collided. Jamie Dakota supporters versus Sam Dakota shippers, turning social media into a war zone. And none of it stayed contained for long. The chaos found Jamie Dornan almost instantly. He was attending a charity gala in London when a reporter rushed toward him, phone in hand, showing him the viral clip. Jamie attempted a polite smile at first, his eyes flicking to the screen for only a second. But that second was enough. Cameras caught the exact moment his expression shifted, subtle but unmistakable, as if something inside him had slipped. He tried brushing it off with a laugh, but it sounded tight and forced. His jaw stiffened, his shoulders tensed, and a tiny muscle near his cheek twitched. Small details, but fans noticed immediately. "Jamie looks shaken," one post wrote. "He's not okay," another insisted. Paparazzi zoomed in on every micro-expression, creating slow-motion edits to dramatize the moment he lost calm. Jamie moved through the event distracted, his composure thinner than usual. Reporters kept pressing him, asking if he had seen Dakota's statement, if he felt replaced, if he had any thoughts about Sam Heughan. One journalist even asked, "Does it bother you that she said it publicly?" A question that hit harder than it sounded. Jamie paused mid-step, inhaled sharply, and answered nothing. To the crowd outside the gala, that silence looked like confirmation. Comment sections instantly filled with theories. Some believed Jamie was jealous, others claimed he felt betrayed, and a few argued he had always been sensitive about Dakota praising other men. The narrative grew wilder with each share. Soon, people began pulling old footage, proving, or attempting to prove, that Jamie always reacted strangely whenever Dakota talked warmly about someone else. But the real fire sparked when a backstage clip leaked. Jamie was captured walking with his assistant, his voice low but tense, clearly unaware he was being recorded. In the short, grainy footage, he said, "Why would she say that publicly, now?" And just as he was about to continue, the video abruptly cut off. That single fragment sent the internet into complete meltdown. Shippers interpreted it as heartbreak. Critics claimed Jamie was being possessive. Others wondered if Dakota's timing clashed with something happening in Jamie's personal life. The unanswered question in his sentence became the most debated mystery online. What did "now" mean? Was he referring to his relationship struggles? A project announcement? Or something deeper he couldn't share with the world? Every fandom had a different theory, each more dramatic than the last. Meanwhile, Dakota remained blissfully unaware of the storm she had unintentionally created. She continued her interview circuit with ease, thinking her comment about Sam was just a cute, friendly compliment. But behind the scenes, her team quickly informed her of the chaos swallowing the internet. Dakota's smile faded the moment she learned Jamie looked upset. She replayed the clip silently, confusion clouding her expression. As the video of Jamie's unsettled reaction circulated, fan wars erupted. Some accused Dakota of being careless with her words. Others defended her, saying she had every right to praise another actor without people twisting it. And in the middle of everything stood Sam Heughan, completely baffled by a love triangle the internet invented without his consent. By the end of the night, Jamie exited the gala with tight shoulders and a visibly forced smile. Cameras flashed in his face as he slipped into his car, clearly wanting to escape before the questions grew sharper. He didn't speak, he didn't wave, he didn't defend himself or Dakota. He simply closed the door, exhaled heavily, and looked out the window with a troubled expression. Whatever Jamie felt, jealousy, confusion, frustration, or exhaustion. One thing was clear. Dakota's simple, innocent sentence had shaken him in a way he wasn't ready to explain. And the world was desperate to know why. The full story behind Jamie's tense reaction didn't surface immediately. It trickled out through insiders, extended footage, and finally, Jamie's own voice. At first, the internet assumed jealousy, heartbreak, or some complicated emotion between him and Dakota. But when the unedited backstage clip was released, it changed everything. In the complete recording, Jamie's words continued far beyond the dramatic cut. After saying, "Why would she say that publicly, now?" Jamie added, "When Sam is already getting attacked online?" His assistant nodded sympathetically, replying, "You know people twist everything." Suddenly, it became clear that Jamie wasn't upset at Dakota at all. He was worried about how the internet would treat Sam, and how Dakota's innocent comment would be weaponized against both of them. The revelation shifted the narrative instantly. Fans realized that Jamie wasn't reacting out of personal hurt. He was reacting out of fear for the storm Dakota inadvertently unleashed. The internet had a long history of dragging actors into unnecessary drama, and Jamie knew exactly how cruel people could be when they believed a love triangle was forming. His tension came from protectiveness, not jealousy. As the truth unfolded, Dakota finally addressed the situation during a livestream for her film promotion. She laughed awkwardly before saying, "I love Sam because he's hilarious, supportive, and just a wonderful friend. Not romantically. Oh God, no." Her cheeks reddened as she continued, "I didn't know my sentence would, well, break the internet." Fans flooded her comments with apologies, embarrassed they had twisted her words so dramatically. Sam Heughan eventually stepped in too. He posted a lighthearted video from his trailer, smiling as he joked, "Apparently Dakota loves me. Calm down, everyone. I love her too, but maybe not the way you're hoping." His playful tone made fans laugh, easing the tension surrounding the bizarre triangle the internet had manufactured overnight. But then he added something more sincere, "Jamie's a good man. Leave him out of this." Meanwhile, Jamie prepared a statement of his own, not because he felt guilty, but because he wanted to shut down the noise that had spiraled out of control. In a brief interview on the red carpet of another event, he addressed the situation directly. Dakota's comment was sweet, he said firmly. People love each other in different ways. She wasn't confessing anything dramatic. His tone was calm, but his eyes carried the frustration of someone tired of constant misinterpretations. He went on to explain what really made him tense in that viral moment. "I was shown the clip with a completely misleading headline," Jamie shared. "I worried for her, for Sam, for how people twist things online. That's all." It was the first time he openly acknowledged how draining the public discourse around Dakota, and around any co-star, could be. Interestingly, insiders close to Jamie revealed more context. They explained that Jamie had been dealing with intense media pressure for weeks due to unrelated issues in his personal life. The last thing he wanted was for Dakota to be dragged into that storm. Hearing her comment without context made him fear the internet would create yet another narrative that neither he nor Dakota deserved. His reaction wasn't anger, it was exhaustion mixed with protectiveness. After all three actors, Jamie, Dakota, and Sam, cleared the air, fans began re-evaluating their interpretations. Many apologized publicly, acknowledging that they had jumped to conclusions based on edited clips and sensational headlines. Even some gossip outlets issued quiet retractions, clarifying that Jamie's reaction was not what it first appeared to be. But the moment that truly shattered the tension came from a candid photo captured backstage at a later event. It showed Jamie, Dakota, and Sam laughing together in a private corner. Jamie holding a drink, Dakota covering her mouth mid-laugh, and Sam pointing at something on his phone. They looked relaxed, comfortable, and entirely unbothered by the internet's temporary chaos. The image spread rapidly, becoming a symbol of clarity and friendship. By the end of the week, the narrative had done a complete 180. What once looked like jealousy now looked like concern. What once seemed like tension now revealed itself as care. And what once appeared to be scandal was simply another reminder of how easily the internet can twist a single sentence into a storm. Jamie Dornan didn't lose his calm because Dakota loved Sam. He lost his calm because he knew how the world would react. And he wanted to protect them both before the story got out of hand.